Come back up here, Odie. Are you scared? Are you like, who is this woman? Who is she? She done got something going on with her head. Yes. Kind of keep it so that, okay. All right. Hi, YouTubers. I did a little something. Yes, I did. I did a little something. You like my tiara and my hair? Ain't it cute? Yes. I just wanted to do something silly. I just wanted to change it up a little bit, you know. And it gave me a break from having to wrestle with my own hair. Okay, what are we talking about today, y'all? What are we talking about? Apparently, Harry is getting ready to go to visit with Charles while he's over in Great Britain. Or actually, while he's in Europe, he's going to be in Germany for the Invictus Games. Now, we know Meghan is going to be there too. Well, apparently, Harry and King Charles are going to be have a meeting of the minds. And they're going to get together and they're going to be talking. And Meghan is not invited, as she should not be. She should not have her butt over in that meeting. Absolutely freaking not. Keep your butt at home, woman. Just stay at home. You done caused enough problems for the family. And we really look at what is happening and read between the lines, because that's where the information that we are really discussing, teachable moments and what we see and what's happening, where we can really bring out the gist of the information. He's going to be traveling back. So the Duke is due to travel back from the Invictus Games in Germany via London, opening a window for him to potentially meet with his daddy. He's going to be meeting with his father, his papa. And it looks like these peace talks are going to be happening next month in September. However, Harry's wife, we know, is not expected to attend. And that right there is a big opening of some what's going on kind of a thing, because it says to me that Harry, number one, is not fighting or asking that she actually come. He wants her to not be there, and that says a lot. We know that he has also allegedly has been meeting with some divorce attorneys. I have not just said this, but other people have said this too. We know that they have not been seen together as a couple, as a brand in a while. So it really goes to, is he going to be getting advice now from his father? Is he going to, and I mentioned this a while ago. I don't know if you guys remember that story where I said that Prince Charles was going to be paying Meghan all this money to leave Harry. I don't know if that's true, but this is leaning towards some information around a divorce settlement. Harry coming to his father to get some real good advice, going to the top of the chain, because we know he can't handle it alone by himself in America. He has no real advisors. And I think he's having a meeting of the minds. I want to come back to my roots. I want to come back to where it all started and get some relief, because I can assure you, this man is not doing well right now. And he seems happier more than ever now that he is not with this woman. And now he is going to be going to Germany for the Invictus Games. We know Meghan is going to be there. And I think that was always planned, because remember when that commercial came out with Meghan and Harry? So before all the troubles really started happening, she was already planned to be there. But she's not coming with Harry to see the king. It's right. You stay your butt at home, woman. And I think that says a lot to his mindset and what is going on with him right now. Now, it's also being said that these are going to be peace talks. So in September, when he's coming back after the Invictus Games, he is expected to return to Balmoral. And the king is going to be rescheduling his trip to France. And he is not due to depart until September 20th, meaning that they could both be in the city on September 17th. And the royal staff are reportedly planning and making arrangements for the meeting. So, Yes. Yes. We have a meeting with the king. And this woman is not going to be there. And I think that's a good thing. Royal sources saying that the king is due to return to Balmoral in the middle of September, which ties in with the end of Harry's Invictus Games trip in Dusseldorf. Now, the king has rescheduled his official visit to France on September 20th, and he has a few days to spare. There's that word spare again. Yes, he's got a few days to spare. Okay, in London to meet with his son, and staff are trying to fine-tune the details as we speak. And I hope they're making accommodations to get that woman on the flight back to America after the Invictus Games. Because, you know, we're going to be talking about the Invictus Games too. Now, they do meet up for the first time since Harry had his first face-to-face conversation with the firm since the publishing of his book, Spare, which made, you know, really bad allegations about the royal family. And just like my other video where I talked about, you know, the king is maneuvering a way for Harry to bring the children, to bring his grandchildren, also for the king's birthday. I did a whole video on that. So check that out, because I think it's a great manipulation tactic to get Harry and Meghan to come back over to the United Kingdom to bring the children for the king's wish. So Meghan and Harry, they're going to be working, navigating their things that they're doing, because these are things that have been on the books for a while. Oh, this has just come out. The meeting talks with Harry and King Charles has actually been set. The insider added that Charles was also understood to have been upset by the claims his son made in his spare memoir, particularly those concerning his wife, Queen Camilla. Yeah, who Harry felt had sacrificed him on her PR altar. So we know that Harry felt a sort of kind of way about Queen Camilla, and the king is feeling a certain kind of way about his wife, the Queen. Now, if the talks do take place, the king will make it very clear that there will be absolutely no private family business discussed in public moving forward. The king is putting his foot down, and he is saying, you better stop. You are going to discuss these things no more. But we know that's his moneymaker. We know that is what ties Meghan to Harry, in my opinion. The family business. Because without being able to talk about the family business, they don't even have a business. They don't have a brand. Now, indeed, it was reported that Camilla herself, she was hurt by the contents of his book in which she was labeled dangerous and a villain. According to one of her closest friends, this is what Camilla has said and felt. But we know that the Queen Camilla, she doesn't allow things to get to her. Her philosophy has always been, don't make a thing of it and it will settle down. Just keep on moving. Just keep it moving. Shut your mouth and just keep it moving. That's the Queen's philosophy. That's what she does. That's the way she looks at things. And it is a good motto. And they're also saying that it is not unlikely that there could be some kind of coming to Jesus moment where they could reconcile during these peace talks. I think that is likely to happen. I think that the king does have some regrets about things that have happened in the past with Diana and his children and the way they felt about Queen Camilla. But these are things that the boys are going to have to get over. The king is kind of setting the tone. We have to move on beyond this. Diana is no longer here, and we have to get along. We have to move forward in a positive way. And this is very important to the king because now he is ruling. And what Harry does, unfortunately, it does and can set the tone for his ruling, for the king's ruling. So he has to get Harry to calm his ways down and to put some sense into his head to just stop talking about the family business. This is extremely important to the king and his rulership. It's fixable. This is what people are saying, that both sides need to hold their hands up and admit, we didn't get everything right. We've done some things wrong. And I know the king has talked about having some regrets, things that he did not get right with his wife, Diana. And he knows that he may have done things to hurt his children. And I think that showing that kind of remorse and being apologetic about these things says a lot for a person. It warrants being forgiven. Now, if he were cocky and said, okay, I'm glad I did what I did and didn't really care about what happened, then okay, you continue your being angry and speaking out or whatever. But I think the king is in a moment saying, look, I'm sorry. And I don't know that Harry and Meghan know how to understand people when they say they're sorry. They want the conflict because they kind of rely on it now for their branding. But that's another story. Okay, so it needs Harry over here in the room with the king and Prince of Wales, a couple of other family members, some of his people he trusts who always had his back, so he doesn't think that he is being ambushed. However, the Prince of Wales may be slightly harder to win over, and I don't blame him because Harry is still attached to that woman on paper. And as long as she still has some influence, don't trust this man, William. He does not trust Harry. And I can't blame him. I'm sorry. So Harry has shared deeply personal recollections of brotherly spats. He's revealed the exact messages between Meghan and his wife, the Princess of Wales, during their now infamous bridesmaids dress argument. And he has accused the future queen and king of pretty much telling him or endorsing him wearing the Nazi uniform. And I can understand William all the way, 100%. And also, I don't understand why people are giving William such a hard time about this soccer game. I'm not a soccer person, but I hear people saying things about him not attending the tournament. Look, give William a break, man. He can't go, but he did a video with his daughter, who I hear is an avid soccer fan. They deserve some grace. These are people who are working hard for the people they sacrifice. They have a strong commitment to duty and service and to country. Leave him alone because he didn't attend the soccer match. Okay, just stop. I don't know who these people are, but y'all got to get over yourselves. Look at the greater good here, okay? Can we just look at the greater good of the man? So even still, the royal says that William's loyalty is ultimately to his country, and he will reconcile if he believes it is the best thing for the future of the monarchy. I can see William doing that, but still looking with the side eye. Okay, I'll shake your hand. I will forgive you for what you did. But I'm still looking at you and I'm still watching, and I'm not going to forget. That, I'm sure, is something that William will continue to do, as he should. Now, next month, Harry and Meghan are set to present a segment at the Invictus Games after putting in a united front in a TV appearance against cyberbullying, because we all know that was a debacle. You didn't air your dirty laundry during this whole cyberbullying thing that you did. We saw that Meghan is not feeling Harry. She's disgusted. She's moved on, and this marriage is over as far as I'm concerned. So go out, smile, try to make us believe that you're still happily married. But we know the truth, right? We know the truth. Meghan will host the Life Story Scene segment, which provides insight into the bravery, resilience of the injured servicemen and women competing. And the irony of all of this is that these two are have the least capability of having resilience, because they couldn't even stick to being in high society royalty life. You couldn't even make it through that. Meghan couldn't even make it through some racist claims, apparently. You know, and even if we know that's not the truth, in my opinion, you know, she had ulterior motives wanting to be in the Hollywood limelight. You know, these are people that should not even be speaking on behalf of anything of hard work and due diligence and striving to continue, because they can't even do it themselves. So it's just laughable that they're even going to be the ones doing this segment. Get out of here. We ain't listening to you. Her contribution will be poignant and serve as a testament to the game's ability to transform lives, organizers said, according to the Telegraph. Okay, yeah, really? I don't think so. I do not think so. This is a woman who does not know anything about forgiveness. She doesn't know anything about friendship, holding dear to people who have maybe hurt you, or people who have been there since you have been growing up. She knows nothing of the sort. about anything that is really meaningful around friendships, around hard work, resiliency, being committed and true and honoring your commitment to something. She's just looking to just jet set all over the world and not hold true to nothing meaningful because she don't have it within her to do that. So everything that she will do on this stage is a fraud and fake to me. I will not look at it as something that's all inspiring and yes, oh yes. I'm just going to be looking at her. This is a shame. This is a shame. That's what I'm going to see when I see her telling these stories. But hey, that's just how I see it. And I'm sure a lot of other people too. Now, Harry will deliver a goodbye speech at the closing ceremony in Dusseldorf. So Harry and Meghan are going to be doing this whole Invictus Games. We're going to be watching it, eating our popcorn, saying, yes, this couple is already divorced. Look at them. They can't even be together on the stage at the same time. They got to have different segments. They got to have different things that they are doing because giving their whole divorce, impending divorce away would be putting them together on the stage. Then you could really see what is getting ready to come. Because this whole pre-production of cyberbullying that they did, we saw the conflict. We saw the divide in this marriage just from that segment alone. So it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes that Meghan is not going to be there when Harry goes to see the king. Hey, I don't know. Maybe William will be there looking, trying to reconcile, maybe thinking about reconciling because he has a commitment to the future of the monarchy. But he will always keep one eye open and looking with Harry with the side eye because he knows this man cannot be trusted if he is still married to that woman. The day he leaves her is the day I think William will be able to forgive his brother. And only then will he be forgiven then. But let's just wait and see what happens, y'all. Let's just wait and see. Go get your popcorn. You got it? Because we go still keep eating while we watching this whole impending celebrity, royalty, Montecito, fraud royals try to do what they do in front of our eyes. And that, my friends, is all I got for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.